A man from West Michigan landed a job in Colorado, but hasn't been able to work for 4 months.
Background checks required by many employers are taking longer than usual in Michigan, and that's preventing people like him from working.
Frustrated, Kyle Jensen reached out to Jay Plyburn with the 13 Help team.
Excited to, get on the mountain and start teaching people how to ski.
Caledonia native Kyle Jensen is currently living in Colorado.
I'm a seasonal employee with the Forest Service.
He's been hired by Breckenridge Ski Resort, but there's one thing preventing him from starting the job.
To actually work, for the resort, my background check has to clear, and that's where the problems have come up.
He did the background check in July, but continues to wait for the results. Is there anything in your background, in your history, that would cause such a delay, 3-4 months now?
No, I don't believe so. I mean, I've worked for the federal government and I've never had any felonies or stuff like that come up. So I don't think that would be the problem.
After several weeks and multiple calls from the help team, Jensen's background check cleared just yesterday. Finally, some good news for him. But a Michigan law preventing public access to court records online is causing a major backup for other people who just want to get to work. We reached out to Verified Credentials, the company running the background check.
How can I help you?
They told us the delay is the result of Michigan's Clean Slate legislation, which went into effect in April of 2021. It allows people to have their criminal records removed, but it also blocks the public from searching court records online.
For somebody who maybe has no criminal history, but they can't get a background check to just get a job, yeah, that's a huge problem. And I wish I could wave a magic wand and say there's a way to do it better, but right now that's what we're dealing with.
In Kent County, there are 6 district courts and 1 circuit court. Each court is responsible for responding to record requests, which became challenging earlier this year following the implementation of an automated program to set aside convictions.
I can't speak for all the courts across the state and how they do things, but for the 61st District Court, there was a delay for quite some time until we were able to safely put that public site back up for individuals who just prefer to check on records through that avenue.
To your knowledge, has sort of that logjam been cleared now? Are things back on track with 61st?
Yes, absolutely. So our public site was back and available for users in July.
As it is, Caledonia falls under the 17th Circuit Court, which is still experiencing delays. But now, after more than 4 months, Jensen will finally be able to get to work.
I obviously need a paycheck and something to pay the rent.
For the 13 Help team, I'm Jay Plyburn.
Kent County Clerk Lisa Postumus Lyons told the 13 Help team the new Clean Slate legislation means the court has limited criminal history available on its website now for doing those background checks.
And in a statement to 13 Your Side, Lyons said vendors performing background checks have several alternatives available to them to access the full information they require. So while our online tool was preferable, its modification does not prevent them from completing their services.